Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Wardwizard Innovations and Mobility Limited Q4 FY23 earnings conference call hosted by Kiran Advisors. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note, this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Vasupal Shah from Kiran Advisors. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Kiran Advisors, I welcome you all to the conference call of Wardwizard Innovation and Mobility Limited. As this is the first conference call of the company, there will be a brief introduction about the company and industry, followed by financial performance, and later there will be a Q&A session. Now, I would like to welcome the management team. Mr. Yatin Gupte, Chairman and Managing Director of the company, Mr. Deepak Doshi, Chief Financial Officer of the company, and Ms. Jaya Bharadwaj, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer of the company. Now, I would like to hand over call to Mr. Deepak Doshi for the opening remarks. Mr. Deepak, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone is safe. This is our first conference call connecting you all. So I welcome you all to the call. I would first like to brief you all about the company. Wardwizard Innovations and Mobility Limited is one of the leading auto manufacturing companies in the electric vehicle EV segment. We sell our EVs under the brand name of Joybike. The company has state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Vadodara, Gujarat, and deliveries across the country. The current capacity is of 4 lakh units electric two-wheelers per annum on a two-shift basis. The company has footprints in more than 55 plus major cities across India. The company currently has a network comprising 550 plus dealers, super dealers spread across India, has 25 plus company-owned retail outlets, and is planning to make inroads in newer states in this year. The company is the first entity to get listed on BSE with the core business of electric vehicle manufacturing. The company first introduced its electric bicycle in 2016 and later introduced low-speed e-vehicles like GenNext, Globe, Wolf, and Monster, has high-speed e-vehicles like Wolf Plus, GenNext Plus, Wolf Eco, and GenNext Eco, and 4 bikes in high-speed category. Other developments which happened during the year: the company expands global footprints, partners with first-ever dealership in Nepal. The company set up global research and development headquarters in Singapore. Started operations of in-house battery assembly line with capacity of 1 gigahertz per year. Recently inaugurated Dreams EV World Distributor Showroom situated at Mangalam Radiance Airport Plaza in Jaipur, Rajasthan, covering an area of 3,500 square feet. The facility is fully equipped with a comprehensive sales and service facilities, enabling the brand to extend its reach in the region. Now let me brief you all about EV Ancillary Cluster by Wardwizard Innovations and Mobility Limited. The company jointly with its promoters and promoters group has acquired 4 million square feet of land to develop India's first ever EV Ancillary Cluster near the newly inaugurated global headquarters in Vadodara, Gujarat. About 20 major EV parts or components will be manufactured in the Wardwizard EV Ancillary Cluster. The company has signed a MOU with Singapore-based Sun Connect for R&D and identification of potential partners, as well as to develop the roadmap to set up the 1 gigahertz cell production plant at Wardwizard Electric Vehicle Ancillary Cluster in Vadodara. Let me discuss about the rise of EV industry in India. Electric vehicles are in great demand. We are seeing good penetration in India. According to Vahan dashboard data, January to December 2022, electric vehicle sales achieved a landmark milestone of over 1 million units in calendar year 2022. Electric vehicles sold in all categories were 10,54,938 units. According to Vahan dashboard data, high-speed e-two-wheelers registered a massive rise of 291% of 6,69,845 units in 2022 over 2021. Three-wheeler sales were at 3,14,561 units, registering a growth of 114% YOY. These are massive growth numbers indicating a high level EV penetration in India. Now let me give you a brief about our new launches and marketing and branding campaigns led by us. Wardwizard Innovation and Mobility Limited is highly focused on its growth strategies. It has recently launched hybrid electric scooter Mihos with advanced technology and has entered into electric three-wheeler vertical by launching more spacious Joy Rig in the passenger L5 category. The Mihos electric scooter priced at rupees 1,35,000 and the Joy Rig three-wheeler priced at rupees 3,40,000. The company has unveiled the concept of its electric motorcycle Rockefeller at the expo. The company is planning its launch by the end of financial year 24. We are not only focused on product launches, but equally focused rather aggressively on sales and branding. As an aggressive market strategy, the company has onboarded Mr. Saif Ali Khan and Mrs. Kareena Kapoor Khan as their brand ambassadors to promote EV sales. The company rolled out special festive offers on its range of selected electric scooters on the occasion of Holi and International Women's Day. The company has announced a special discount of up to rupees 12,000 along with an RTO and insurance on its selected scooters until March 31st, 2023. Joy e-Bike becomes the official EV partner of the 7th edition of Economic Times Global Business Summit 2023. Joy e-Bike to be the powered partner for Dadasaheb Phalke International Film Festival Awards 2023. The company strengthens its relationship with cricket teams up to become the title Joy e-Bike powered by sponsor of India Tour of Ireland 2022. The company on the mission to spread this chariness launches a new brand campaign, Bharat Ka Joy. The company displays its entire range of electric two-wheelers at EV India 2022. The company displayed its range of electric two-wheelers at India Auto Show 3.0, powering the Green Mobility Initiative, and further at EV Expo Bangalore 2022 and EV Expo Kolkata 2022. So you see, we are equally focused on our branding and marketing activities. Coming to the number of vehicles sold during the financial year 2023, the company sold 36,500 two-wheelers. Rising market penetration, new launches, and aggressive marketing strategies will enable the company to grab higher market share of the rising EV market. Now let me give you the result highlights. Q4 financial year 23 highlights standalone. Revenues at rupees 50.76 crore, up by 37.94%. EBITDA at rupees 4.83 crores, up by 20.43%. EBITDA margin improved to 9.52% and PAT at rupees 1.44 crores. Financial year 23 highlights standalone. Revenues at rupees 239.29 crore, up by 29.28 crore. EBITDA at rupees 19.57 crore, up by 35.17%. EBITDA margin at 8.18%. Net profit at 9.45 crore, up by 10.59%. Q4 financial year 23 highlights consolidated. Revenues at rupees 50.76 crore. EBITDA at rupees 4.53 crore. EBITDA margin at 8.92%. PAT at rupees 0.93 crore. Financial year 23 highlights consolidated. Revenues at rupees 239.29 crore. EBITDA at rupees 18.98 crore. EBITDA margin at 7.93%. Net profit at rupees 8.85 crore. Thank you all.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. If you wish to ask a question, please press star and 1 on your touch-tone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Our first question comes from the line of Deepika Chadda from Cochin Research. Please go ahead.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Deepika, go ahead.
First of all, congratulations for this set of numbers. Sir, I wanted to know the efforts on battery manufacturing. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir, I wanted to know your efforts on battery manufacturing.
You want to know about?
Your efforts on battery manufacturing.
Yeah. So, good afternoon all. This is Yatin Gupte. So, as last year, as we have decided that we would be venturing into battery pack assembling and then later on lithium ion cell manufacturing. So, current status is that from mid of January, we have started our battery assembling. So, we are importing cells and good quality cells, and then we are currently assembling them over here. And these particular batteries are being utilized in Mihas currently. So the project is already on, and it has been kick-started in mid of January.
What will be the capacity?
So currently the capacity which we are running is 3,000 battery packs per month.
Okay. Also, what was the capex for FY23?
FY23 capex, Deepak?
CapEx for FY23 was 23.25 crore.
Okay, and what is planned capex for 24-25?
It will be between 100 to 125 crore.
Okay. How much on battery plant?
So battery plant, currently what we are doing is we have started assembling the battery pack, and the investment would be somewhere around, say, 80 to 85 crores on this.
Okay. Also, there is a difference between vehicles reported and what you release for March sales. Can you please explain?
Deepak?
Yes, the release in the month of the March was for the B2B transaction, and the vehicles which was showing on the Vahan portal or other portals are the which are sold to the customer directly, B2C transaction. So every month we release the data which we are selling our vehicles, our goods to the dealers, B2B transaction, and all the numbers which are showing on the Vahan portal, it is for the B2C transaction. So there is a difference because of this reason.
Okay, sir. Any partners in our EV cluster?
So we have received total 6 LOIs as of now, till date. So these LOIs are morely into motor manufacturing, designs of speedometers and chargers. There are also LOIs for the new circuits which are being designed. So total 6 LOIs we have received for we have already received for the cluster.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Yashwanti from Cochin Invest. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. Sir, as my colleague was asking about, my earlier colleague was asking about your EV cluster. So just wanted to understand like how much you spend, what is the spend you have done it in the EV cluster? You said you are around 5 to 6 lecture of intent. So what kind of manufacturing is going to happen over there? This is my first question. So can you understand more details on the EV cluster?
So EV cluster, the plans which we are having is we would be manufacturing motors, controllers, again chargers, plastic components. These are the major components which would be manufactured. We would be venturing into JVs with certain partners on this, and as the LOIs have been already signed, the project is a bit delayed. The major reason of the delay was there were certain formalities which were yet to be finalized with government. So recently we have received certain clearances, and I am hopeful that this EV cluster work would be started in the next 30 to 35 days.
And what was the investment in it?
So investment, we are providing them infrastructure and the land, and the major investment is the innovations and the machineries which they would be investing on. So our investment as Wardwizard Innovations and Mobility would be the land and the infrastructure which they require.
And what is the quantum of that investment?
In this first year, it may go up to 35 to 40 crores.
And in the next year, next 2 years?
It will increase because these are the LOIs, 6 LOIs about which I am talking about. But in next year, again, it depends on the partners which we are inviting. It depends on their requirements. So it is difficult for me to project that thing as of now.
Okay, sir. So my next question is on the battery. So normally, what is the life of the battery for these vehicles which you manufacture?
So currently, the life of a battery which we were procuring from Indian partners, it was somewhere around 900 to 1100 charging cycles. But now, where our R&D has involved into it, a Singapore company, this would be increased to 2000 charging cycles. So it will be almost double.
Okay. Okay. Sir, and you mentioned that you are very aggressive on the marketing and the branding. So normally, what is the percentage of sales you spend on your branding?
Currently, the spend on the branding, it would be somewhere around 7 to 8%.
7 to 8%. Sir, and there's a little request to you. Like you mentioned in your report that in your segmental report, it's segment A, segment B, and segment C. So it becomes a bit difficult for us to understand what it is. So next time onwards, please clarify on those segments. That will be of really great help.
Sure, Deepak will note this.
Yes. So during the second quarter, we have sold some goods in our Vyom segment for worth rupees 14.54 lakhs. So in that particular quarter only, we have done a transaction of our Vyom segment, and that segment consists of the electronic goods. So during the year, that only transaction happened in that particular quarter only. Other than that, we have fully focused on our Joy Bike products, the e-vehicle segment only.
Okay. So how is the response you received for the Mihos and the which you had recently launched?
So Mihos response is tremendous. The bookings which we have received, the formal bookings, it is somewhere around 20 to 22,000. The deliveries has recently started, and that's the major reason why we were not able to declare our April sales figure, which we will be doing in next 1 or 2 days. But the experience with Mihos is good, and market has responded this vehicle, and they have liked this vehicle a lot.
Okay, and this is for Gujarat itself, or it is across?
No, this is all India. This is all India. Currently, we are based in 26 states in Indian market.
Okay. Okay. So would it be possible for you to declare this number every month, like all other automated?
Yeah. We are doing it every month. Only this month, that is the last month, it has got delayed. So the figures are getting declared on BSE every first week of every month.
Okay. So what is the target volume sales for the two-wheeler and the three-wheeler? Where you see this, the numbers growth for the FY24?
The target which we have taken is 1 lakh units, which we will be selling in two-wheelers, and for three-wheelers it will be somewhere around 15,000.
Okay. So I have 3 more questions. I'll come back with you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, please press star, then 1. Our next question comes from the line of Gaurav Mehta, an investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, sir. I'm audible?
Good afternoon. Yeah, you're audible.
Sir, what is the average charging time of our vehicle, and what are the different competitors from our charging time?
So currently the charging time is somewhere around 4 hours to 5 hours, and we are at par at our competition.
Okay.
Mr. Mehta, you there? Since there is no response from Mr. Mehta, we move on to our next question, which is from Amit Singh from Banyan Tree Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, Yatin. Hi, team. In fact, there are a couple of queries which I just wanted to understand. I'll just voice it out. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. First one being, what's the competitive advantage Joy e-bike will be having compared to the other EV bike? Because EV bike segment is kind of already being flooded with so many different brands now, so it becomes difficult for the end user and customer to define which to take, which not to take. So how we are going to kind of differentiate our product vis-a-vis the other competitors' product? This is the first query. The second one being, will this EV cluster park of yours is going to help you guys reducing cost of your EV production per bike, which is currently probably which you are selling out for 135 or 140. So is it going to help you out in reducing the production cost and then passing on the same benefit to the end users? Third query being, how much investment is happening in the research and innovation side of yours in the Singapore office or wherever it is happening, and what kind of returns you are expecting out of it in terms of that? How much do you think if it has to be kind of converted into value wise, what is the kind of benefit you are thinking that you'll be deriving out of it? And the fourth query being, fourth and the last being, the current expansion plan, what you guys have just mentioned about. So how exactly it's going to be funded? It is going to be an equity infusion from the promoters or from the promoters group, or is it going to be an expansion based on the debt? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Hi. So your first question was competitive advantage. So the advantage currently which we are exploring is now currently we are having 2 vehicles ready which are into FAME 2 subsidy. So we have started our process to certify them into FAME 2. So in current scenario, we would be the only company who can be eligible to get FAME 2 subsidy. So this is the most important advantage. Secondly, as you rightly said, there are many players, small players who are there in EV sector right now. But frankly, from last 2-3 months, what I'm observing is there are certain policy changes which have been made by Indian government, and they are very much transparent and again rigid. So what we have seen in last couple of months is there are many small players who are vanishing. They are not able to comply to the new policies which are being placed through ARAI and ICAT. So this is the second advantage, because our R&D team, which is working in Singapore, we are getting a good amount of help from them, due to which we have been able to, we are ready with phase 1 and phase 2 batteries. So I can proudly say that we might be the only player who are ready with phase 1 and phase 2 batteries. So this is answer to your first question. Second question was, EV cluster, how would it help in reduction of the cost? So EV cluster, the idea was reducing the time in the supply, because our major dependency was on imports. So we want that our supply chain should be very clear and very simple, and we didn't wanted any dependencies on imports. So this will help to reduce the time frame and also the cost. As far as our EVs are concerned, as we did our reverse engineering, we came to know that out of 98 components which we use for EV, there are 32 components which we have localized, where we are not importing, and these localized products are the pricing of these products is lesser than the Chinese products, and the margin is somewhere around 15 to 18%, which we are saving. So this EV cluster will help us in reduction of the cost of our vehicles in significant way. And again, this would be again passed on to our distribution channel and customers. Your third question was how we are doing with R&D in Singapore. Yeah, in Singapore, total investment which is required is somewhere around between 10 to 15 crores. And against this, what benefit we will be getting? The major benefit is the chemistry. We would be working on chemistry of lithium ion cell. So this team has already started their work in a very great way. Rather, first breakthrough we got in mid of January, where we come up with a special cell where we have found its vendor in China, and this particular cell is the cell which we are importing currently from China, and this is one of the great cost reduction help which we have got. So currently, which we are taking imports from other people, the cost reduced is somewhere around 11% due to this R&D center in Singapore. The last question was current financials. If we are targeting 1 lakh vehicles, so yeah, promoter would be infusing some of the funds. Again, we are in process of raising debt, and we are also exploring foreign investment through ADR.
Okay, cool guys. Thanks. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from Aman Vishwakarma with Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello. Congrats on the good numbers. Could you please just retouch upon the total manufacturing capacity that you guys have?
So manufacturing capacity currently is 4.5 lakh vehicles per year.
Okay, so is it inclusive of both two-wheelers and three-wheelers?
No, it is only two-wheelers, and for three-wheeler, currently it's 3,000 rickshaws per month.
Okay, 3,000 per month. Fair enough. Okay, that's all from my end. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Himani Ubhan from Suraj Enterprises. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Hi. My question is, what is the bifurcation of sales for high-speed and low-speed vehicles?
So in last financial year, the bifurcation was last year we have sold majorly low-speed vehicles. We started with high-speed vehicles in late December, but again, the bookings we started bookings, but the sales was not much. So I think the bifurcation may be somewhere around 90 to 10. That is 90% on low speed and 10% to high speed.
Okay. And how we are competing with the big players in high speed segment?
Yeah, high speed we have developed one vehicle which we launched in Auto Expo, that is Mihas. So it is one of the best products which we can call, and I can foresee that there would be a minimum competition to this particular product.
Okay. And what is the average price of your vehicles?
You're talking about Mihas?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mihas is 1.35 lakh ex-showroom.
Okay. And what it will be outlook for the high-speed segment?
Yeah, currently our major focus is high speed as compared to last year. As I said, our major sales for low speed vehicles. But this year, our major concentration would be on high speed vehicles. So I foresee that next year, coming year, the ratio would be 80-20. 80 towards high speed and 20 towards low speed.
Okay. And what is your spend on the R&D and branding?
So currently the budget which we have taken on R&D is somewhere it's between 8 to 10%. 8% we will be spending on our R&D of new product development and within demand sale.
Okay. And any new models lined up?
Yeah, there are a couple of good products which are being lined up, and we will let you know soon in coming few days about it.
Okay. Thank you. That's it from my side. All the very best.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, please press star and 1. Our next question comes from the line of Yashwanti with Cogent Finvest. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity once again, sir. Sir, EV market is EV vehicles is the demand of today, and everybody wanted to have presence over there. So there are so many companies coming out with the EV, they are entering the EV segment, and a major threat is from the Chinese, because we see on the road there are many Chinese two-wheelers running up. So what is your strategies to play against these competitors and especially the Chinese players?
So as I rightly mentioned just now, that we have launched one vehicle, Mihas and a rickshaw, which is zero import dependency products. So plastic components, molds, the designs of that, motor technology, controller technology, we have developed this in last 18 months. And the reason of launching this particular vehicle was that we didn't want any dependency on imports. Because if we are dependent on imports, the supply chain gets hampered. So this is the first product which we have launched in two-wheeler, and yes, we are expecting certain more releases in coming few months, where we will not be depending on any imports, and the functioning can be smooth.
Okay, so but how it will be able to play with the competitors, because the competitors are also coming up with a very cheap rate?
Yeah, you're talking about rates?
No, I'm talking about the competition's launches are also comparatively at much cheaper rates, especially from the Chinese side. So how you will,
that is a challenge. Yeah, that is a challenge which we are facing currently, because Nihos is bit it's on bit higher side. I cannot say that it is on much higher side. It is a bit on the higher side. Yeah. The reason again is because we have developed certain vendors in India. Again, as volume increases, we will compete with the Chinese prices. This is what I can tell you.
Okay. So now you just mentioned the Nihos is a completely a domestic product. So it is like a make in India product. So are you attracting any subsidies from government?
Currently we are not getting, because that particular product is not yet been entered into FAME 2 subsidy, but our efforts are going on, and I foresee that yes, government will be helping into this.
So, how are your service centers? Are they located nearby? Like how?
No, everything has been decentralized. It is decentralized. Yeah. So all distributors have their own service center with them, and district-wise we are located with service engineers.
Okay. And whether the charging facilities are available on the road?
No, charging facilities, we are not working currently on developing charging infrastructure. Rather, we had made it very simple that you can charge it at your home or your office. So chargers are so simple that you can use a normal plug at your home and it can be charged.
And so like normal an automobile, there is a financing facilities also available. So do you have any arrangement for the financing of this area?
Yeah, we have 11 bankers on board for financing of two-wheelers.
Would it be right for you to comment? Would it be right for you to name them on phone call?
There are many. SDFC is there, IDFC is there. Deepak, can you just name certain financiers?
Yes, IDFC, as I've said, Bajaj Finance is there, Kotak Mahindra is there, and other banks. BOB is there. So there are some of the names of our bankers which are onboarded.
Sir, I also just want to understand that how this registration happens for the EV. Is every EV vehicle needs to be registered on the Vahan portal, or how is it?
Yeah, now all high-speed vehicles, they are mandatorily to be registered on Vahan portal. Low-speed vehicles doesn't get registered on Vahan portal.
Sir, any reason for them?
Because it doesn't require number plate or driving license, low speeds.
Okay. So low speed. And in our total capacity, what percentage is in the low speed and what percentage is from the high speed of the production?
So last year, as I said, 90% was the sale was into low speed vehicles and 10% was, I think, into high speed. But in this current financial year, we have taken target that it would be 80-20, 80 towards high speed and 20 towards low speed.
So completely changed.
Yeah, it will be completely, because we have launched these particular vehicles in mid of December. So we have very recently ventured into high speed. So now our major concentration would be on high speed vehicles.
Okay. And do you expect any subsidies from the government coming up as
we are working towards it?
No, from the government?
Yeah, we are working towards it.
Okay.
So there are a couple of subsidies which are there, and we are working on it.
So the last bookkeeping question is, what is your guidance on the margin going ahead?
Margin?
Yeah, EBITDA margin, operating margin.
Deepak?
Yes. So our EBITDA margin, just a minute. Yes. EBITDA margin is 7.84% in financial year 21-22, and it has increased to 8.18%. And net profit margin. Sorry?
I'm asking about the future target.
Sorry, your voice is not clear.
From 8%, yeah. From 8%, that's the reason, as I said, the EV cluster would be helping getting this to 12%. But it will take 1 or 2 years more.
Okay. So next year we can expect a similar line of 8% and provided from 25.
Yeah, next year it may be 9 to 9.5%.
Okay. Okay, sir. All the best to you for your endeavor, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Aman Vishwakarma from Robo Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi again. So my question was on Vyom Innovation. So how do you see that shaping up in the future? Because I believe it's a consumer durable business, and it's pretty capital intensive, if you ask me, and the margins are low there. So how do you see that shaping up in the future?
Which product did you say?
Vyom Innovation.
No, Vyom we have discontinued it. So we will not be going into or concentrating into Vyom. It would be only Joyride. That's what we would be focusing on.
Okay, fair. That's good enough. Yeah, thanks. That's all from my end.
We are already discontinued.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Deepika Chadha with Cogent Research. Please go ahead.
Thank you again for the opportunity. Sir, I wanted to know the latest innovations in electric vehicle technology and how are they expected to impact the industry?
You're talking about overall, or you're talking about
overall?
So see, there are many innovations which are happening in this particular industry on day-to-day basis. It is not that it is happening monthly, quarterly. So there are many, every day there are certain innovations which are being coming in, and we are trying to adapt to that. That's the reason we have ventured into Singapore market, where our access to these international innovations is very easy. So in motor technology, it is getting there are certain innovations which are coming. In battery, again, there are certain innovations which are happening. Lithium-ion cells which are there now, the complete dependency on lithium-ion is getting reduced day by day. So these are certain innovations which are happening and which would be benefited to EV industry on cost, on the level of cost. So yes, we are monitoring that, and we are adapting. We are very aggressive in adapting these new technologies.
So how are we placed in terms of new innovations against the industry, and what will be our USP?
So our USP would be more into on battery side, because it is a key component for an EV, and again it has around 30 to 35%. It holds 30 to 35% of EV cost is of battery. So we are more focused on certain engineering of battery pack and cell chemistry. So here in coming few months we will be getting certain good updates where we would be reducing the cost of the battery pack. Okay.
So sir, I have heard lots of issues of EVs catching fire. Any cases with our vehicles?
No. So that's where we are. We have our expertise. Since last 4 to 5 years, there is no incident which has happened, and that is just because of our quality check and the quality team which is placed with us.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, sir. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, please press star and 1. Our next question comes from the line of Amit Singh from Banyan Tree Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi guys, just a simple query. When do you guys plan to list it on an NSE?
Yeah, so we had discussion about this thing, and it is in pipeline. I can only say this.
Okay, thanks.
Hello.
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 Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think that was the last question. Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of Wardwizard Innovation and Mobility Limited. If you have any queries, you can write us at research@kirinadvisors.com. Once more, many thanks to management team, Mr. Yatin, Deepak ji, Jaya ji, for joining the call and enlightening the investors. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Kirin Advisors, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining with us. You can now disconnect your lines. Thank you, sir. Bye.